Okay, Assalamualaikum and a very good evening, everyone.
Salam.
Salam.
Very good evening.
Okay, how are you guys today?
Yeah, fine.
Thank you.
Yeah, Alhamdulillah. So we
Good,
introduce
Alhamdulillah.
ourselves first. Okay, my name is SHAZA BINTI SHAMSURRIJAL and my matrix number is 208299. Continue.
Hi, my name is Muhammad AKIF AMIN bin Karma Amin, and my matrix number is 207849.
Alright. Hi, my name is Muhammad Afiq Zolkarnain. My matrix number 207798. That's all.
Name is Muhammad IZZAT NAJMI bin WAHAK and my matrix number is 206870.
Hi, my name is Iskandar. Hi, my name is Iskandar bin Hasmisha, and my matrix number is 207515.
Asha?
Hi, my name is Nur ASYAKIRIN binti NAZUDIN and my matrix number is 205624.
Hey, hi everyone. My name is Muhammad African SHAHRIZAD. My matrix number is 207650. Thank you.
Azam?
Hi, my name is AZMAN bin ZUKHI. My matrix number 208334.
My name is Muhammad ARIF AMIRUL bin MUNIR. My matrix number is 208172.
Asli?
Okay, my name is Muhammad AZMAN bin Habib Mohammed. My matrix number is 207726.
Okay, so last week we agreed to watch thriller genre and the movie is Ready or Not. Right, everyone?
Yes.
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 So have you all watched the movie?
Yes,
Yes.
we did.
Yes, we
Do
did.
you guys enjoy it?
Yeah, I
yes.
enjoyed
I
it
very
much.
enjoy it.
Good movie.
So, Amin, can you tell a little bit about the storyline of the movie?
Okay, so first of all, in the first scene of the movie, it shows that a man running from a mass psychopath. I think it's the family members. Okay. Let me tell you this. As a child, Daniel Lidomas is confronted in his family's mansion by a wounded man named Charles, and Charles begged him for help. Instead of helping him, Daniel alerts his family, and then they arrive wearing ceremonial masks and robes. Despite the pleas of his bride, Charles is shot with a spare gun and dragged away as Daniel's mother tells him that she's proud of him. So that is the first scene. After that, 30 years later, Daniel's younger brother Alex returned home to marry Grace. Grace is a former foster child that happy to join his family, and Lidoma's family is a family company which provide games and stuff like that. Okay, in the movie, Grace meets the family, which is Alex's brother Daniel and his snobbish wife Charity. Then Alex's cocaine addicted sister Emily and her husband Rich, and their young sons Georgie and Gabe. Yeah, I really don't like Georgie. And that she met Aunt Helene, and then the parents Tony and Becky. After the wedding, Grace and the family gather, and Tony explains to his ancestor make a deal with a man named LeBale to build the Lidomas fortune in exchange for the family observing a tradition, which is a very new member draws a card from LeBale's puzzle box, and then they must play a game based on the draw. Grace draws the hide and seek card, and she was sent to hide. She believed that it was just a game, you know. She doesn't expect anything. And then we can see that the LeBale's family armed themselves with the antique weapons to hunt her down. Unwilling to participate, Alex escapes the mansion through the secret passages and finds Grace. During the escape, Grace and Alex witnesses Emily kill a maid, and that she thought it was Grace. Then Alex reveals the family secret to Grace about the games and stuff, and then finally Grace knew what was the game about and what she should do during the game. Arif, do you want to add something?
Yeah, let me continue. After the script has been revealed, Alex mentioned about the tradition of killing the bride before the dawn, to avoid the curse of the whole family dying. But Alex wasn't really believe on the tradition, so trying to help Grace initially. And then the whole survival for Grace starts from that point. So a lot of scene happen from Grace meeting certain butler that really want to help the family, and the one particular scenes that caught my attention is the bun scene where, as Amin mentioned, he hate Georgie because of that scene. He met Georgie there.
Yeah. I really hate Georgie because of that scene.
Georgie, what the whole family believe that about the whole
about the curse, right?
Yeah. So that even for Georgie, he also trying to hunt Grace along with the family members. So eventually, Grace able to escape the house, but then being chased by the main butler of the house, and then being dragged down back to the house. With I believe that she's then been shot with a tranquilizer, and after she able to
basically Grace escaped the butler and their car crashes. In the first place, Grace was in the car because the butler dragged her into the car and wanna take her to the family back.
All right.
And then okay. So to cut long short, the family managed to capture Grace, and before they start to kill Grace for the sacrifice, all the family members vomit blood, and it is because Daniel put hydrochloric acid, I believe, in the cup which they all drink. And then Daniel, which is Alex's brother, helped Grace to escape, but unfortunately, Charity caught Daniel and Grace when they try to run, and then Charity shots Daniel in the throat, and Grace disarms and pistol whip her, and and then Charity being punched by Grace. After that, Daniel asked Grace to run.
So maybe Iskandar want to share the message behind this movie, I guess.
Thank you, Afiq, for that question. Okay, based on what I've seen, I feel that there's a lot of subtle advice. One, I found two main advice, which is people can easily change in the blink of an eye. This can be seen from the scene where after Alex escaped from the handcuff, he quickly went to find Grace. But when he saw that Grace had killed his mother, he immediately changed and go against Grace. And the second advice that I feel is as important as the first one is that we can't fully trust someone if we just met them. If I'm not mistaken, Grace and Alex only been knowing each other for a year and so, which is
a year and a half.
Yeah, thank you. A year and a half, which is not really a long time to get married, but still, she trusted him. Yeah, before marriage is a committed thing, so she should have checked his background first and get to know him a lot more better before getting married. That's for me.
All right.
Okay.
Yes.
So can anyone tell me what about the actors and the actresses? Who are they? I don't really know them.
All right. After we already heard a summary of the story, and it sounds interesting. and it makes us eager to know who are the actors and maybe who is the director behind this great movie, you know, this thriller movie. So the directors for this movie is Matt Bettinelli-Olpin and Tyler Gillett. So the main lead role. So the main lead role is Grace, also known as the Samara Weaving. So Samara Weaving, who is she? She is an Australian actress and model. All right, she's very talented. She's very talented because she already started her career around 2008. If you maybe you once watched the series Out of Blue, I'm not sure. Okay, so after that we have the Mark O'Brien. Mark O'Brien, I think you all ever heard about that. He is Alex, which is the Grace's husband. And in this movie, we also have the whole Lee Domes family. So all the family, they all play the role as psycho killer in this movie. So we can have starting with the Andy McDowell as the Alex mom, which is the Becky, Becky. Adam Brody as Daniel, Henry Zerny as Tony, Melanie Scrofano as Emily, Nikki Guadagni as Helene, which is the auntie, the scary face auntie, Christine Brown as Fitch. Fitch brings the humor in this movie if you watch it. And Alice
This movie
Levestu
is
as
kind of
Jerry.
trapped in.
Yeah. So as you mentioned in the summary just now, we have a butler, right? We have a butler and maid. So the one that played the butler role is John Ralstons, and the maid is Hanneke Telkert and Daniel Barbosa. And Georgie, that annoying kid is the children from Daniel and the charity. His real name is Liam McDonald's, and his brother is Ethan Tavares. So this movie contains many experienced and talented actor and actress. So you should not miss the opportunity to watch their actings. It's very good. So maybe I should pass to the FIKQRAN Shah to explain how well they act in this movie.
Had you all of you watched the baby sister from Netflix
Yes, I
production?
have.
Yeah,
No, I haven't watched
actually
it.
the main actress is Samara Weaving.
Yeah.
Yes.
But in that movie, Samara Weaving is the one that become the satanic worshipper.
Yes, I know.
So in this movie, he is the one that being chosen to be the sacrifice for the Satan. So the Mr. Libra, what? Is it Mr. Libra? The one that
Bale.
Libre,
The Bale.
Libre.
The
So
Bale,
my personal opinion, Samara Weaving acting skill is very good. You know, when we see in the first scene in the earlier in the movie, we can see we can see how much Samara Weaving, Grace, love his husband Alex. You know, when it husband to be in that time. So she said that no matter what kinds of the family propaganda Alex has, she will accept it all. But once she know that all of his family is a psycho killer, a satanic worshipper, and then her characteristic change. She become more
Violent.
more what?
Violent.
Yeah.
She's become half crazy.
More violent. Yes, she look like a crazy person. When we see in the end of the movie that she is laughing. I think she is laughing like the pig sound. I don't know. Okay, but she really do the roles perfectly. And also this movie is also based on the science logic, because what? Do you remember the scene where Samara Weaving tried to broke off the steel fence?
Yes.
If we can think, there's no human can actually broke the steel fence. It's not no human. If we can think logically, it's no way that a woman can broke the steel fence. But because of the what we call
adrenaline rush.
Yes, adrenaline rush, her fear toward the family and don't want to be killed, she can easily rip off the steel fence. It's got wow.
Well, she struggled a bit.
Yeah. So,
but I think because the fence is already rusty.
Yeah, maybe that's one reason she can do that. And also, when I see Mark O'Brien, which is act as Alex, the husband, at first I think, why does he look like Mark Zuckerberg? You know the Facebook founder? Is he connected with Mark Zuckerberg? So overall, I can see the actor are doing good in the movie, and also the producer make a very what you call
great movie.
a great movie.
They direct the great movie.
And then I don't think this movie is actually thriller/horror genre, but it must add
Psychotic.
Humor.
comedy, yes,
Yeah,
humor.
Comedy.
Yeah.
it's a dark comedy.
Yes, dark humor.
Yeah.
Actually, I laugh very hard when Emily, the Emily,
Yeah.
Emily, she shot off the maid. When this accidentally shot off the maid when he's trying to hold the crossbow. Isaac.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
I
Yeah.
remember that scene.
What is she doing? Is he want to kill the Grace? Grace or
No,
She got mental
the
health.
maid?
she a drug addict,
Yeah.
drug addict.
Okay. I think that's
Right.
all.
So moving on.
Let's go to other.
I'll continue. So I want to talk. One thing that I like from the story is where the scenes were shot, which is mostly around possibly two areas. Like first is inside castle, or we call in the story is Ledomas Castle, where it's the castle of the Ledomas family, which is really rich. So in real life, this castle is actually called Casaloma Castle in Toronto.
Wow.
So this is actually a really good and really old castle of an architecture in Toronto. In this the scenes that were shot in this castle is really good as for the stories that they are playing hide and seek, right? So there are many secret passages in this castle that was utilized fully by the director to make the scenes to be in a good way. So the second place that I know that this movie was shot at is the Sunnybrook Park, or the outside of the castle. It's not actually the outside of the castle, but they shot those scenes in the Sunnybrook Park. So this is where Grace started running out and was shot by Emily, or if I was not mistaken. So that's also where she broke the fence that was told by FIKQRAN just. Yeah, one more thing that I want to tell about is like in the good hurt. What is called? Barn. Yes, good barn.
Barn.
Yeah, that place is also a good choice for the director and was really good. There was many good scenes that were shot there.
Okay,
So
thank you.
I think that's all from me.
Okay, thank you, Azman. So, did the movie use any visual effects? What do you think? And are they better than visual effects seen on other movies that you have watched?
Okay.
Who wants to answer?
Okay, Izzat will answer the question. Okay, when I watch the movie, okay, all movies, they will use visual effect to make the movie interesting, right? So for this movie, when I watch the movie, I'm actually cannot tell where they use the visual effect, because like Azman said that the castle is actually exists, right? So maybe they don't use any visual effect to make the castle exist, because it's already exists. Right? Okay. For me, the castle is real, and I think the only visual effect that they use is at the end of the movie, when Grace walk out from the castle and sit down at the stay in front of the main door, and the castle is like burning, right? So I think that is the visual effect that they use to make it look like real lah. So
Don't
How
forget
about the
the scenes where all of the family exploded.
what?
Yeah.
do you think that's
So
real?
I think that's real.
It's visual effect also.
It's
It's convincing.
to make the movie that they have been cursed by so the for my rating for the visual effect for this movie, I think they not use too much, but edit. So that's for the visual effects. Nothing more I can comment because yes. So
Alright.
to you, what is the most memorable scene in the movie?
I want to answer that. I think the most memorable part is when the Domas family exploded, because I think it doesn't really make sense. I don't know. It's just it's like a ceremony of blood. There's blood all over, and I think I can't get it out of my mind after I watch the movie. Yeah.
It's a firework, you know, firework.
Yeah, it's like a
Firework.
firework. So I really I remember that part the most. I think that's all for me.
Okay. Maybe someone can give a recommendation whether the pronunciation, the dialogue in the movie is suitable for all the audience.
So let's me answer that. The dialogue for this movie is quite interesting, I think, and the language and the dialogue I think is not suitable for the general audience because it's have many cursing word, you know, like
No. Don't get
Yeah, we understand the cursing words.
Don't say it.
PG-18.
Yeah.
PG-18.
And it's not just the dialogue, you know, it's the scenes too. It's not suitable for general audience because it's have many blood, firework, and many killing scenes, you know.
Many killing
And the spell.
And
of
it looks very
devil.
real.
Yes, I like it. Okay.
I kind of
Continue.
like throwing up. Okay.
So the last one, Asha, what do you think about this movie? Do you recommend it or not?
I highly recommend this movie as it was a very well paced movie with enough funds, and it can be helped unless you just enjoy it. And through the movie there was no boring moments at all, and it is just crazy. The storyline, the acting, and the whole thing, it just a reeks of classic. And I would recommend this for anyone that enjoy kind-hearted thriller which is not too extreme, because this film for me is balanced well between the funny moments and the surprising moments, so it's not really scary for me. And for those who doesn't like extreme killing scenes, maybe this movie is quite good for them. And those who is a slasher fans, this is not the right movie for them. So that was my comment for this movie. Thank you.
Alright.
Yeah. So I guess that's all for the movie review. Do you guys have anything to add?
Yeah.
No.
When will our next discussion be?
For sure, we'll do at Saturday as usual, right? At 5.
Yes.
Okay.
5 p.m. Alright.
Overall, this movie is very good, right?
Yes.
Everyone really enjoyed the movie.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she really enjoyed it.
It's not ghost.
So
So I guess that's all for our second discussion. So thank you everyone for this fruitful discussion. Have
alright, thank you everyone. Thank you. Let's meet again at 21:11.
Alright.
Alright.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.